It's another episode of Recall on Record, son. I don't know how I said that properly with my mouth just all weirded out. At your service, my name is Leo. What's up? It's episode 7, if I'm not mistaken. Recall on Record is presented by Smart Giga Arena. Did you know that there's a weekly show called Play by Play that tells you anything and everything happening within the platform on a weekly basis, all in one place? It's called Play by Play. It's hosted sometimes by me, hosted sometimes by other members of the Smart Giga Arena squad. So if you want to see more of Odin, Brigida, Althea, Crush, Patsy Reyes, Claire, everybody, Toriyama, I think I just mentioned everybody literally. Now all you gotta do is check out Play by Play. It tells you exactly what tournaments are on the platform, what new broadcasts are up, what games you can play, what prizes you can win. All of that on a weekly basis. Once again, Play by Play by Smart Giga Arena. And as well, shout outs to Dark League Studios, where heroes come to light, and ASUS Republic of Gamers, for those who dare. Watch out, the ROG Phone 8 coming out locally very soon. So if your boy knows something, y'all know something. So be on the lookout. Okay. First up, you know how we do. Before we talk about any news, we gotta say hi and hello to the fam on YouTubes, because I'm trying to grow the YouTubes, y'all. So go ahead and click subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and like this video as well. What's up to Orawosuki Nano? I think I got that right. Man, the addition of Yaoi to Aura is anticipated, yet it still brought a level of surprise. Exactly what I was talking about, right? Aura will definitely improve with Yaoi on board. I watched Yaoi's live stream, and I'm surprised that he's already fluent in Bahasa Indo. I think their communication won't be a problem now, though. The outcome in MPL Indo Season 13 remains uncertain, but Aura is definitely a team to keep a close eye on. Yeah, again, worst case scenario, they're a fun team to watch. Best case scenario, they win the whole damn thing. And can confirm, yes, Yaoi is super amazing talking Bahasa now. And to be fair, Filipino and Bahasa are quite similar. So, in my experience going to Indo, the few times I've been, just talking to people, hearing them speak, and then asking the right questions, how to build sentences, you're going to get the hang of it. So it's the same case with even the players, right? Kyrie, Baloy, Marky, they speak a solid amount of Bahasa Indo already. Not even to mention Coach Yeb. Coach Yeb is amazing. Moving on, Marv Santillan, loving the way I just pop up randomly while getting hyped by the news, by the spicy news. Thank you. I will be expecting you in the comment section of this video, Marvs. Kamran Kawish Bilal, and Eman is officially in BTR now. Hey, that's in the headlines section of this video. Give me a sec, all right? Roxy D, randomness of the place you are in is so fun. It's here in the office building. So, I just find a moment, pull over, and then react, and then, back to business. But yes, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Hopefully this video will be the same amount of entertainment and information for you. Ken Brian, loving the energy. I'm loving your energy. Thank you so much. Marv's again, learning so much about what's happening behind the scenes of being a caster due to those hot takes directed to you guys. Yeah, no, again, more information for everybody. Inwards, outwards, for the audience, for the fans, for the community, everybody. It's much better. At least now I know that it bothers some people, so we have to be able to address that. Better show for everyone. Carlian Pelayo. Here we go. This must be a hot take. So I'll react to this in full during the hot takes part 3. So I hope I remember to get to this. Carlian, thank you. Or Carl Ian. There you go. Thank you. Just asleep. ID is of course not trash. They produce some good talent as well, and it's evident that they are catching up to PH and are the second strongest region for the longest time. I actually enjoy watching MPL ID more sometimes because I love my country being on top. I actually like off season, so I would assume you're Indonesian, JJJ. I actually enjoy, but I love oh, you're Filipino. Never mind. That was a little confusing. I actually like off seasons. I try to catch up with roster changes and announcements, even if I am busy. Again, that's just how amazing and how active MLBB esports is. All right, damn all the haters who say, "Oh, you're just a C game. You're just a small time esport." Hey, man, we're loving the way it is over here. And the next thing you know, we're taking over the world. We're taking over half of the world in 2024 with just the confirmed stuff we're seeing. More than half of the world. So I'm liking where we are. The boat that we're sailing, where we are with MOBB, this is it. We're winning, man. Imagine if the fans don't fight and just support organizations or players. That's what I do, man. How much I like Sans last year. He's a freak with his performance. He's a genetic freak, man. The way he just presses buttons. Oh, I am getting excited for MPL ID now. Hopefully MPL PH will also have interesting roster changes. Onic PH. Cannot confirm nor deny what I know about Onic PH. But yeah, no, definitely. There seems to be a hot take inside there somewhere, JJJ, but we'll get to it when we can, all right? Evan Bonji Bod. Here we go. Not a hot take, so glad you put up a disclaimer. What happened to MPL PH playoff rap battles? I recently discovered them and they are a bop, especially Season 9. I do enjoy Season 9 very fondly as well. But they did not appear again in Season 11 and 12. I've only been tuning in since S12, so I'm in the dark about this, and I just want to know if you have any insider info on it. So he goes to count the rap down from 1 to 18 based on the verses and who rapped them. This is your opinion, Evan Bodge, but I do appreciate being smack dab in the middle. This just shows that I did an okay job for people to remember, and I'm glad you enjoyed it somewhat somehow. Okay, to answer the question, MPL production took a different turn in the succeeding season, so season 11 and 12. And as much as I and us as a talent body, and even some members of the community, you included, would love to see more rap battle, it's just, it wasn't considered a priority, or them producing it did not make sense at the time, so it never came through. They did try and do things such as invite other musical acts. If you'll remember, there was a rap performance prior to the Echo Blacklist Grand Finals, Part 2 in Season 11. And that was also preluded by Jessica Sanchez and Allison Shore. So there is some musicality left in MPL. But yeah, no, I'm with you, to be honest. I'm with you. I do miss the days of MPL Rap Battle. And for those of y'all wondering, yes, we do write those ourselves. We do perform them. And a lot of the creative input comes from us casters. And for all of you who don't know, Season 9 and Season 10 were shot and produced and directed, the video, by talents. So that was very Manjin, very OSX. Even Season 8, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was very Manjin, OSX. And for the music, we do consult each other and our producers. So there are musical producers in the back end for that as well. So it's a group effort. It's definitely a group effort. So I'm glad that even, you know, a year removed today, year and a half, y'all are still looking for it. Y'all still agree. Y'all still appreciate it. So I'm hoping that someday it comes back. Someday it's come back. Lamang Ren here with a wall of text. And I read this backwards and forwards. And don't worry, dude. I'm on your side. All fair, all good. Don't worry. Did not take any hate from that. But I'm glad that now we've cleared that. And we'll move on, okay? Lamang Ren, please keep sending your hot takes or more of your insightful questions because I appreciate the hell out of them. And it really gets us thinking and, you know, doubles checks the quality that we're providing, okay? So thank you so much, Lamang Ren. You're awesome. Okay, let's get to it. How about we talk about some headlines, baby. Some headlines. Number one. All right, your boy's a little sniffly. Eman and Lord JM. Lord JM and Eman, okay? I did say that these two gentlemen should never be let go as a free agent and let sit like that for a whole season. It wasn't going to happen anyways. For all of those who are saying Eman BTR, okay, you were on the track. Perfect. Any lineup that has Eman in it is better for it. Boom. Solve. No more problems for me. I'll just say, program to win, man. BTR was already solid. SPS time for a majority of 2023. Okay. Now, I'd say they're a legit threat. But here's a question. Lord JM, two things. Number one, I don't remember them letting go of Sorizo. If they did, then I just missed out on it. Number two, why? Well, what's going on with the performance of Sorizo? He was solid in the XP lane. One of the better XP laners out of Indo. Which is, again, I don't want to open up this can of worms, but remember how in a couple episodes back, we were talking about how XP laners are an X factor and an impact player now in the current meta game. Did you notice that the Philippines has an amazing amount of XP laners that some of them have stayed here, some of them we've imported out? Maybe only secondary to coaches right now in terms of like just pure appreciation, pure optics, the value. So, what's going on with the XP lane scene in Indo? I know there are greats like R7. Even Boots is super reliable, but y'all watched the tapes. Y'all heard the opinions on what happened to Boots, right? I don't want to put a target on my man's, but he's the best of the best. What more do the others put under scrutiny in the pro scene of Indonesia? So I'll just leave it at that. What's going on? And number two, that was definitely more than just one, but I don't remember. Do y'all remember? Unless I missed it. Minana Evos, their franchise, they never really announced Lord JM being released. There was a bunch of thank you posters right after Kohai. And again, leading up to this MPL ID roster reveal preseason. But there was nothing for Lord JM. I did say Lord JM should stay with Minana. And Lord JM should always be playing under a team because of how amazing he is, mechanically speaking. So now he's with BTR. What's going on there? I'm just happy for these two dudes. They're still very young. There's still a lot that they can do. And I hope that they give the robots a run for their money. Bigot Troopers, BTR program to win for life. Let's go. Sad Gold Dogs. Is that even the Kaldag that he... Yeah, it is. TNC officially releases Jesus. It actually went over my head. I thought they made the announcement or they were going to be mum about it or they were somehow considering keeping him on. But yeah, they're fresh out of XP laners. And just as much as we're excited to see Onyx PH, TNC Pro Team is going to be looking like a different roster entirely going into Season 13. So yeah, that makes for the news right there. Bye, Kaldag King. Well wishes wherever you end up. Good news for Pinoy import fans in MPL Cambodia. Not like we needed more reason to watch MPL KH. We do have a good amount of PH imports playing for the league. But confirmed now we have Doot, formerly known as Rapid Doot, formerly known as Dudut, of the Onyx PH franchise. And of course, Onyx Arsenal in the MDL. Alongside SVE Sports with another Pinoy player, Kevs1, qualifying for MPL KH. Coming season here in 2024. I'm assuming it's spring, right? So let's go. I'm so happy. I always believed that Dudut or Chef Rapidut was one of the stars of that initial lineup, that new Onyx PH lineup. So I hope that he brings that star power to SV, and I hope that they go far. All right? I wish you all well. Homoy Mao, all right? Homoy Mao, my dude. Homoy Mao. Must have been the most just American way of saying Homoy Mao, but moving on. Let's fly on over to MPL MY. They just held their qualifiers, and we do have some good news for, again, those who follow the escapades of Filipino imports. Havost, Yuna, and Coach Behave under Team Bounty or Bounty Esports have qualified for MPL Malaysia Season 13. Sadly, though, they had to knock out Team Secret, who had a couple of Filipinos as well. Maboy, SDZYZ, and Goyong were in that squad, so they had to take the L. But hey, Bounty is going to be moving on. They'll be pushing on forward through the regular season. And they're also joined by, very specifically, I remember, Dominus. Dominus is an old MPL MY SG even, starting Season 2, Geek Fam MY player. So it's the equivalent of someone like Honda Beast or someone to the equivalent of like Chico coming back to play for the MPL. That's how old school Dominus is. So nice to see him back in the roster here, qualifying for MPL MY. Next up, we have Team SMG from MPL MY releasing their MLBB roster. And as sad and as heartfelt as it is, it might just be another org picking up their assets, picking up these players. I cross my fingers. Again, we don't know the future is uncertain, but I do hope that that's not the last straw for a lot of these gentlemen, especially one of the last Kages. I'm hoping there's still some left in Sasa, because if Sasa were to retire, we would have known. Okay. So I felt a little something when Udil left Alter Ego. What more if Sasa retires, man? That can't be. That can't be. Kai Bean, that can't be. All right. So that's the short end of it. The news for this week is relatively short, relatively tight. So that does leave room for one big segment covering. You all thought you saw the last of Future Leo? I'm still here, baby. I'm still here. Every episode of Recall on Record, I'm going to show up and I'm going to make some corrections, some amendments, some updates on the news. So with that said, we have the Burmese Ghouls confirming their Games of the Future 2024 lineup. And this is the tightest any of us have ever seen, the Ghouls, right? No subs. It's just a straight up 5-man roster with 2 coaches. You got Blink, Stitch, Nico, Dilar, and Saksha. That's it. That's their lineup. That's all it is. And then you have head coach, Mr. Worldwide, and Lin Daddy coming in as their assistant coach, their analyst, whichever. They actually had an analyst back then and a manager, Tura. So I'm wondering if he's still with the team. Regardless, I'm hoping to see some redemption for the Ghouls. And again, even with these players confirmed and announced, my sentiments still stand. Like, this is going to be an experimental run. I do believe and trust in Dilar and in Saksha. I do love them. No qualms about that. No doubts. But I don't want to put them in a spot where it's all pressure and people blame them because they don't perform. Again, it's a new squad. It's a new squad that went through hell at M5. So with that said, let's go through the second bit of news that is confirmed right now. I don't know if we're going into pre-season 13 roster reveals season, because RSGPH have gone and started their rollout. They have confirmed that Aqua and Light are still with RSGPH, but that leaves us questioning who else is with the squad. Who else is among the Kingslayers? They don't have a jungler confirmed, but I believe Demon Kite should still be raring to go, fresh off of an MPLI win, the first for the Philippines. Got engaged. Congratulations, my boy. Gold Lane seems to be clear out. Again, I don't know if there's a homecoming or a reunion in the books here, if you know what I mean. But I find it weird that the XP lane is quite mom-like. Why are we not celebrating Nats still staying, right? Because Nats is a franchise player for RSG. He's a multi-time champion under the Kingslayers banner. So why is he not part of the whole Aqua and Light staying with the squad? Is he elsewhere? Is he imported? I don't know. We see him in pictures. We see him in stories. But yeah. With that said, the video is hilarious. Aqua and Light, like, this is legit how they are in real life. This is Light specifically, Light 2, like super bright. I'm watching it live. Anyways, yeah, Lexi also put out a stellar performance in that little reveal video. So yeah, looking forward to more news, and hopefully there was nothing else between now and when the episode publishes. Back to the video. Okay, for all those reacting to the new Blacklist jersey teaser, all right, get your heads on straight. There's no way that's Carl Tizzy, okay? There's no way na si Carl Tizzy yan at dyan nila ititiz, okay? I don't think there's any way that the House of Highlights will ever let go of Carl Tizzy. And if they were to do that, we would have seen the writing on the wall. Not like that, not like this. What I do know and what I do see is that it's a very new jersey design. Parang may gold streak siya. That's the language is very bold, like big stripes. So I like that. But that aside, antayin lang natin ma-reveal. But yeah, no, don't quit slinging that ish around here. It's just not Carl Tizzy, man. There's no way. Games of the Future 2024. We're gonna be reacting to the groups, and we're gonna be trying to predict who comes through, because we've got the format down, all right? Games of the Future 2024 will have 16 teams divided into 4 groups with 4 teams each. And they are going to be going through a best of 3 playing a modified GSL format. So what's going to happen is you take the top team, move it on the second round of the playoffs. You're in. You're good. Next 2 teams, so 2 and 3, are going in through the first stage of the playoffs, so technically play-ins. And then you have the bottom team relegated, eliminated, out. You're going home. Nice to see you in Kazan. Peace. So far, it has been confirmed as well that the playoffs will be a single elimination, BO3, up until the finals, which is a best of 5. So you're looking at a very IESF World Championships format in the playoffs, which should make for a solid but intense brief encounter. But just the same, I'm not used to calling shorter matches like this. But again, we were very much spoiled in M5. That was a very intense playoffs. But here we go. Again, for the first event in 2024, the first big international event, I can't complain, man. I'm loving it. The folks organizing Games of the Future in Kazan are a solid group. Can't confirm. I'm hoping that they kick ass here. So let's talk about it. So far, I think half or close to half of the teams in attendance have confirmed their rosters. That makes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the 16. 10 of the 16. 5 out of 8. I like fractions. Have confirmed their rosters to be competing. And because of that, this allows for us to actually kind of predict based on who I know is playing and what they will be doing in that group. So Group A is looking tight. It has the Burmese Ghouls, Deuce Vult, RRQ Indonesia, and Team Lil Gun playing. So I'm going to try to guess here who comes out at number 1 and then who gets eliminated. Looking at the rest of the groups already, I just have a picture here on my phone. This is the group that I can tell for sure looks like it should be the tightest. Group A is looking at the tightest so far. So I'm going to say number 1, RRQ is going to top. RRQ is going to be number 1. They're moving on through round 2 of the playoffs. Okay, I'm going to say now, man, this sucks. But I think, man, I love the Mongolians. I love Lil Gun. But based on what I know so far about these squads, Lil Gun might actually be the one to drop. I'll leave it at that. Group A, I'll leave it at that. Hot damn, it's just the second month of 2024. I'm already trying to ruin my prediction scores. Group B, though, it's got AP Bren, Homeboys, S2G Esports, and Twisted Minds. Okay. Number 1 is definitely AP Bren, no question. AP Bren, M5 World Champions. Let's go. And then relegated or eliminated will be S2G. I'm sorry, this is a Turkish squad. But, I don't know, something tells me the other Turkish squad might actually go further. That's always been the story of the MTC. And we know of Twisted Minds. Twisted Minds is actually a majority of the dudes from Team Falcons. Triple rather. It's a majority of Triple Esports from M5. So, they might be able to squeeze out a few wins. That's Group B. Group C is composed of Fireflux, Blacklist International, Nightmare Sports, and RCC. I think Blacklist International is going to top, no doubt. And then the eliminated squad will be RCC. I'm sorry, I think RCC needs a few more reps. Their names are a relative mystery to me. So I'm just hoping for the best there. I'm hoping I'm wrong. That'll be a definite surprise for Group C. Group D, though, we have Team Flash, Onyx Indonesia, Keep Best Gaming, and Burnex Flash. Okay, even without Coach Yeb, and I did speak to Coach Yeb a few weeks back. Greet him happy birthday. He definitely needs a rest. I think they're going to be fine. I think Onyx PH is going to be fine. Or rather, Onyx Indo. I think Onyx Indonesia is going to be fine. And they're topping that group, no doubt. Keep Best is dropping. I think China is going to need maybe 2 solid losses. And then for that third time, maybe MSC later this year, they're like, you know what? It's over. That's it. No more playing around. Again, I don't even know the roster. But no matter if they get like imports or whatever they do in the span of a month or two, it's not going to be enough to beat out the reps, the consistency, and the level of play that Flash, Onyx Indo, and Burn X Flash have. Hey, that's a coincidence. That's a coinkydink. Flash and Burn. Anyways, so yeah, narratively speaking, I think China has to take like 2 solid L's and then maybe 2.5 because MPLI, they were at MPLI. 2 solid L's, 2.5 L's, and then for sure they'll come back stronger at MSC. I don't know. I could be wrong because maybe this is where they shock the world and then we have to respect what they do here. But right now, just knowing what I know, knowing what we know, it's likely Keep Best going to drop. So that's it. Close the polls. Sent in my predictions. I might regret this. I might not. But whatever happens, que sera. Send in your predictions. And do you have any wild predictions? Because some of these rosters haven't been revealed yet. You think there's any secret Filipino imports hiding amongst the rosters of those teams not yet confirmed? So right now, shout out to the good people working at Liquipedia. Again, just the amount of work you guys put in to get the news going and, just the amount of reliability and consistency that you put into your news gathering for the website. Thank you. But right now, confirmed are, again, 10 out of 16. So that leaves Burmese Ghouls, Team Lil Gun, S2G, Fireflux, Team Flash, and Keep Best with mystery rosters just yet. Once they have those locked down, we might see a few surprise imports or players that we weren't expecting to come around. Who knows? But with that said, we're going to close off this episode of Recall on Record. Thank you all so much for tuning in, week out, subscribing, joining the community, being part of this very healthy group of people that, listen and tune in and share with what we're doing here. I don't think I could survive the off-season without you guys, so thank you. Do like me on social media, like and follow, at LeoCastPH everywhere. Shout outs to my man's Ray Ash, doing the edits. And shout outs to the Magical Project Wave 4. They'll be casting all throughout Smart Giga Arena for the next few weeks. So that's where they'll get their reps, they'll get their training. Hopefully you can support them. Hopefully you can show them some love on the training ground to greatness. But with that said, that's it for this video. Peace out. I'll see y'all next week. And I'm hoping that we get some solid MPLPH news a little after when this comes out. So that said, y'all have a great week. This comes out on a Friday. It's a Friday today. Happy weekend. Happy holidays. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Peace.